Hey, you! Yeah, you, I'm looking at you. Hey, hey. Don't look at him, look at me. I'm gonna make this scary. This is a threat. I'm not a hold on. I'm not a professional animator. I never was and I never will be. You could say on my videos, and I appreciate this by the way, oh, the animation looks so good. You're so good at this compared to other people. There are people who are so much better than me and don't get the credit. Not just on YouTube, on all platforms. There's so many people who are so mind-blowingly better at what I do. I know enough stuff to make a couple of funny animations, and I'm glad that you guys like them, but I want to make videos like this to pay tribute to people that are actually good at this kind of thing. There are teams that put in work to make things like this. There are lone wolves that do videos like this, kind of like me. We're gonna look them over, but we're gonna start with some Spider-Man animations. Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes, and that's for a lot of people. That's not a very original thought. Look, I have the Tobey Maguire mask to prove it, okay? Sam Raimi has the best adaptation, okay? Challenge me if you think I'm wrong. But we're gonna look at some of those first because Spider-Man animations are actually pretty impressive because the swinging animation and all that, camera work running across buildings. I mean, you name it. Think about Spider-Man. What do you think of first? All those cool movements he does. Well, those take time if you're animating them, kind of like Into the Spider-Verse. So we're gonna watch clips of what people have been able to make. And maybe I can learn something so I can make an animation just like it. I know I've made Spider-Man videos before, but not real ones. Those ones are jokes. Just like me, I'm a joke. But before we keep going, a little self-promotion for you. Just a little dab of it. Do you see this? You're not wearing it, and you should be. Get some of the merch. Link in the description down below. Spider-Man fan animations. It looks like this is 3D, but let's look for some 2D ones. 3D ones are cool too. Oh, I like this. It's in like a comic look. It's pretty sweet, the movement side of it, to make some cool transitions. I like that. See, look at this. Look at this. I couldn't do this. Or I could, but it would take me hours to get a couple seconds. That's how it is with a lot of these things, but I don't have that kind of time. I have Godzilla vs. Monkey videos to make. See? Look at that. This would be something more like what I do. I mean, I'm obviously saying that because of 2D, but also just the simplicity side of it because you're just looking for that movement. Okay, so this is, I'm 90% sure this is 3D. Wow. This is some really nice looking 3D. It's pretty cool. I don't know if they were trying to make it look like the end of No Way Home. If I had to guess, that's what they were doing, but here we go. Another good 3D one. Here we go. Oh, man. Dude, I love the... Oh, wow. Okay, this is an 8-bit style, but hold on. I want to go back to this. I love this style that originated from Into the Spider-Verse, like the trying to turn 3D into a 2D looking comic book style. We all know it. But it makes you wonder, why don't we do more 2D animated movies? I mean, if you really want to capture that style, why don't you actually just do the 2D animation? And sure, it has its limits, but so does 3D. By the time I was born, 2D animated movies were completely dead, even though that was the normal way of making a cartoon back then. And we didn't have 3D technology, but ever since it started to work very well, it's just sort of taken over. I can think of like one 2D animated movie that's come out recently, and it was a Christmas movie on Netflix. It was Klaus with K. And the funny part about that movie is that they were trying to make it look 3D using an AI to add certain lighting effects onto it, which is just so... It looks so good. Like, I need to find a clip of it. Hold on. By the way, I'm keeping this sound off for now because I'm new to this, and right now I don't want to have to worry about sound going into my ear and then trying to speak over top of it. It just doesn't work very well. See, look at this. Wow. That's all an AI. I mean, they said they tweak it because I've seen this video before, but it's so amazing. It really is. And it doesn't take away from what they've already created. I mean, you can still see all the fine lines and everything like that. But look at that. You make it infinitely better using modern technology. That doesn't mean that you should go all 3D. Like, look at this. 2D, you get things, you get style and things that you don't get from 3D animation. Like the way everything bends, you get personality to it. Kind of feels lost in newer movies. Like, think about a Pixar movie. Look at this. Tell me that this looks less impressive than your average Pixar character now. This isn't an attack on 3D animation. I bet it's hard. Like the cartoon style, I bet it's really hard, and I bet some people prefer it. This is all my opinion, by the way. But 2D's been given a bad rap recently, and it deserves more. It really does. So I want to point out, I am so thankful for each and every last one of you who watches my videos. I can't thank you enough, and I don't think any creator that does have a following can either. And sometimes we forget to be thankful for that because we're so caught up in work, so I just need to take the time to say, hey, wouldn't be possible without you. Look, I know this is tedious, but I actually want to know. Comment down below if you think Tobey Maguire is the best, or Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland. You just say your favorite. I need to know which of my audience I can trust, because trust is everything in my house. All right, that's it. Leave. Get out of my house. Go now.